Hello, my name is Peter Spiekmarin. I'm an English watchmaker based in Switzerland between Geneva and Lausanne, near to Lake Léman, Lake Geneva. I have lived in Switzerland since 1996. My education began in London, in Hackney College, and then for many years I worked in restoration in Piccadilly. Since 1996 I lived in Switzerland. For 4 years thereafter I worked in the development of complications and products for various companies. In the year 2000 I became self-employed. For the following 8 years I developed my own watches, and in parallel I acted as a watchmaker, a designer, a consultant for various companies, including Harry Winston, MB&F and Maître du Temps. Since 2008 I have concentrated uniquely developing my own watches, my own brand, and in 2012 I reviewed, restructured everything that I have done in the last 10 years. 2011 was a year which I regarded as my renaissance, and amongst the 3 watches which I will presently show you is a watch called the Renaissance, which was a watch which marked this change, this point in my history which launched a new period. The Renaissance Minute Repeater Tourbillon. These pieces were made in an edition of 6 watches. Each one is unique. The reason each one is unique is that engraved on the bridges, on the back of the movement, is a unique engraving made by a Swiss engraver called Eddie Jacquet. This watch very much marked a turning point in my career, from being simply a watchmaker to today with the aspiration to develop a brand which will become recognized around the world. The tourbillon is based at the bottom. You have the repeating mechanism around. The mechanism is held inside of a 42mm red gold Piccadilly case. The hands are made from blued steel, and every component in this watch is finished by hand, assembled by hand, and is of the highest quality, the highest level that you can find in any minute repeater tourbillon that is manufactured in Switzerland today, which in turn means in the world in relation to quality. On the side of the watch you have the slider for the repeater. You move, you release, and then you have all the levers inside which are moving. If I do it one more time, but from the back, here you have the hammers. These are the hammers, and then around the hammers you have the gongs which give the time. The Renaissance Minute Repeater then leads on to the Piccadilly collection. Inside the Piccadilly collection we have watches such as the Serpent Calendar. The Serpent Calendar is given its name by the serpent hand in the center, which gives the date. I originally designed this watch in 2003, and the first pieces were made in 2004. It is one of the iconic pieces that I have made, which I believe will always exist in the collection. We have always received great success for the design. Last year we won competitions in different countries for Classic Watch of the Year for this watch. The dial is hand finished. Silvered, it is silvered. There is our logo, my logo, which is set at 6 o'clock of the center of the hands. If I turn the watch over, you have the back of the watch, and all of the mechanism on this side is finished by hand. The large wheel, if I move it, this is the automatic weight. As you move, this moves and winds up the watch. It looks circular, but on the outside of the watch there is a heavy metal weight which is hidden by the case back, which allows the watch to be wound up by gravity. That is the Serpent calendar. Next to the Serpent calendar we have a watch which has been our most successful timepiece that I have ever made. This was designed prior to the Serpent. The original designs were made in 2002 and the first watches were made in 2003. Today we've named this watch the Resilience. The reason for the name the Resilience is twofold. One is because the dial is the ultimate classical timepiece. Simple, elegant Roman numerals on a white enamel dial, red gold case. The whole watch is very, very pure. In my opinion, it is the Speakmore equivalent to the original Oyster or the Patek Calatrava. We made it 10 years ago and we'll be making it well into the future. It will effectively retain the same beauty today, tomorrow, and well beyond my own days, hence the name Resilience, to time and to fashion.